I am Cikgu Sharum from College Tingkat 6 Tawau. Today, I will explain ICT Semester 1. Subject is Information Assurance and Security. Focus on Safe ICT Use Guide.
All right, welcome everyone. Think of me as your personal tech mentor today. I'm absolutely thrilled to guide you through this explanator on information assurance and security. We're going to completely lock down your digital life. Because look, whether you're just navigating the web every day or you're gearing up to absolutely crush your STPM Semester 1 ICT exam, you need a solid strategy. Today, we're building a digital fortress around your data, and we're going to systematically secure its 4 main doors. Okay, let's dive right into this.
So before we start building walls, we kind of need to know what we're actually protecting, right? ICT safety basically revolves around one core idea: protecting your personal information, maintaining your device security, and fiercely defending your digital privacy. And mastering this, it isn't just about good digital hygiene to keep hackers out of your personal life. It's literally the foundational knowledge you need to ace those exam questions. It's about knowing exactly how to safeguard the tools we rely on every single day. To keep things super simple and reduce your cognitive load, here is our roadmap for today. First up, building your email defenses. Second, web browsers and privacy. Third, navigating search engines safely. And fourth, software safety and exam success. Stick with me until the end of this explainer too, because I'm going to share this foolproof ultimate exam answering formula that'll help you translate this knowledge into maximum marks. Okay, Section 1, building your email defenses.
Think about it. Your email is pretty much the master key to almost every other account you own, which makes it a massive target. Attackers are constantly banking on you dropping your guard, even for just a second. The scary part is, most email attacks don't actually require elite hacking skills. They really just require a distracted user. These attacks arrive completely disguised as everyday links, innocent-looking attachments, or these super urgent messages pressing you to act fast. They want you to panic and click. Never, ever let an email pressure you into moving too fast.
So how do we actually fight back? Well, we build that first layer of defense. You've got to start with strong, unique passwords. Mix up those letters, numbers, and symbols, and please never reuse them. Next, and listen up because this is a massive exam keyword, enable two-factor authentication, or 2FA. Honestly, it's an absolute game changer for security. Also, make sure you use hard-to-guess answers for your security questions. And when it comes to the actual content in your inbox, always verify the sender and run your attachments through an antivirus scan before you even think about opening them. But look, even with all those defenses in place, some phishing emails are still going to slip through. Phishing is a psychological trick, plain and simple. So the absolute key here is knowing the red flags. Watch out for grammar errors, poor spelling, or really weird sender name are usually dead giveaways. Always hover over suspicious links because often the URL is just slightly altered to trick your eye. Be highly skeptical of urgent action phrases like act now or your account has been blocked. And most importantly, legitimate organizations are never going to send sensitive requests asking for your password or bank details via an email. Bottom line, think before you click and always think before you reply.
Moving right along. Section 2, web browsers and privacy. All right, with our email completely locked down, we're venturing out onto the wider web. Now think of a safe browser as a dynamic digital shield. It actively deflects cookies, unauthorized tracking, and malware right away from your device. A good browser doesn't just display web pages, it's a barrier that reduces your privacy risks and stops malicious software from silently installing in the background. But here's the catch. That shield only works if you actually configure it correctly. Let's break down those active privacy controls. First off, always keep your browser updated so you get the very latest security patches. Next, and grab your mental highlighter for this one because it's a critical exam keyword, always look for HTTPS before entering any sensitive info. That S stands for secure, meaning your data is actively encrypted between your browser and the website. Beyond that, you need to take control. Adjust your privacy settings to limit cookies and trackers, clear your browsing data regularly, and hey, don't hesitate to use private or incognito mode when you're researching sensitive topics.
All right, Section 3, navigating search engines safely.
So now that we're browsing securely, we inevitably need to find things, right? It's really easy to treat a search engine like a trusted friend, but you've got to remember that search queries can easily expose your privacy. Never type personal details like your ID number or your banking information into a search box. Furthermore, not every top result is a safe click. You absolutely must cross-check facts with multiple reputable sources, like educational or government sites. Train your eye to identify and avoid those sensational clickbait ads, and carefully check the URLs in your search results to dodge phishing sites imitating the real ones. And finally, utilize safe search tools to filter out any inappropriate content.
Almost there. Section 4. Software safety and exam success.
We've secured our communications, we've secured our browsing, so let's open up the final door, your device's foundation. It's all about the cycles of automatic updates, the constant shield of antivirus scanning, and secure backups working together in harmony. Because you see, security doesn't just magically end the moment you click Install. It is entirely dependent on exactly where that software comes from in the first place and how you choose to maintain it over time.
Let's make sure we lock in the crucial exam keywords for this section. Always download software only from an official source. You must explicitly avoid third-party sites because honestly, they frequently bundle sneaky malware or fake versions right alongside the program you actually want. Once it's installed, make sure you enable auto-update so you instantly receive security patches. Run those regular antivirus scans, and importantly, back up your data to an external drive or the cloud. Oh, and actually test those backups to make sure they work. There is no point in having a backup that you can't restore.
All right, stepping into full tech mentor mode here. I want you to literally take a mental screenshot of this one-page safety matrix. This is your ultimate ultra-fast revision cheat sheet. It just beautifully summarizes everything we've talked about today. For email, your main risk is phishing, and your best practice is 2FA. For your browser, the risk is tracking, and your golden keyword is HTTPS. For search, we're looking at false info and ads, which you counter by cross-checking credibility. And for software, the risk is malware countered by sticking to official sources and patches. I'm telling you, this matrix is going to be your best friend before walking into that exam hall.
But having all this knowledge in your head is really only half the battle. The other half is communicating it clearly to the examiner. So enter the PELL formula. Point, explain, example, link. Let's walk through a quick scenario. Point. Users should enable two-factor authentication for email. Explain. This adds a second verification step so attackers can't access the account with just a stolen password. Example. A Gmail user must enter a password and a phone code. Link. This directly secures the email tool. Listen to me carefully on this one. Just writing "be careful online" on your exam paper is not going to earn you any marks. You need specific practices, clear reasons, and highly concrete ICT examples.
All right, let's do a really quick mental check right now. Just imagine this scenario. A website asks for your credit card details, but you look up at the address bar and it does not show HTTPS. So, what is the primary risk here, and what is your exam answer cue? Just think about it for a second. Got it? The massive risk is that your sensitive data is unencrypted and can be easily intercepted by anyone. The cue you need to write down targets browser safety and the critical absence of HTTPS. If you got that, you're absolutely on the right track.
As we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with a mantra to carry not just into your exam, but into your daily digital life. Stop, check, protect, report. Stop before clicking. Check the sender, the URL, and the source. Protect your accounts, your devices, and your data. And report suspicious emails or sketchy sites to help protect everyone else. Safe ICT use isn't a one-time setup. It is a daily, active habit.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Take a look at your own devices right now. Are all 4 doors of your digital fortress, your email, your browser, your search habits, and your software truly locked? Or is there one you need to secure today? Don't wait for a breach to find out. Lock the doors, secure your data, and go completely crush that exam. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, guys, and stay secure.